EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You're not ready.
Throwing again is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, that's 24. Check 43. Sponge.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Ross Blacklock brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
For the Viking field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 55, Mike 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
From the gun, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Barely got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check three, check three, check three.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 31, Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check, 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 check.
To throw is Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Intended for Brandon.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Brian Anger.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. They go with Washington to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
He was
12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A gain of 12.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first, here's Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Now Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. At the Texans' 43.
17-0 our score after one.
Into the first quarter with the score Vikings 17, Texans nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson.
Cousins pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A handoff for Washington. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ross Blacklock in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose push yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
He's coming. We got double up.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's our time.
Operating from the gun, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd and a couple, Watson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away his timing.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
What we got? Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Get in the right room.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Watson complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 19.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check, check.
From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Watson. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Vikings.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 46-yard
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now a give to Madison, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
McKinney on the tackle. A gain of a yard. And the Vikings.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Watson. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. 55 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come on, D.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Come to my work.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it. Watch the slant. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
A 20-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
A couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
At their own 33-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
55. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Wrap.
From the 36, Watson going deep here for Stills. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Check line. Switch.
Operating from the gun. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
41 to Mike. Check, 41.
On the give, this is Washington. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
DeAndre Washington.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Back to Washington, and he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Minnesota.
On first down, it's Washington. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards.
At the 3-yard
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Try to pound it in with Washington. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Washington. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Texans 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Watson, and he slings one that's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Stills complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First down.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yo, first thing. Come. Check 52.
Watson now to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get alert. He don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 49.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Come on, QB. Come on. Slam.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
40 wants the mark. Check 41.
They'll start the drive with Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gary and Conley on the
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get this. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike.
Cousins now from the 50, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now.
Third down, and 2 yards to go.
They run with Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running it, Washington. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes a play behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, I should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the third.
And 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah, I'm going to lose one.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep here for Still. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Watch the run.
Watson, off play action. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 31, check 31.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught by Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. 10, switch.
Out of the gun, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
From the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of a yard.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
16 yards.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Play fake. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Down Vikings.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Madison running on first down. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Washington. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They run for the shotgun with Washington. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. DeAndre Washington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Texans 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
That's going to be a long day. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Tackle made.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Check it out, read.
They go to Johnson again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the 1st, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, Washington. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Cousins on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Cousins on the keeper.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Houston,